You're standing in front of the coffee shop menu. It's a simple decision. Just pick a drink, but your mind starts spinning. Should I get the latte or the cappuccino? The latte is safer, but maybe I should try something new. What if I don't like it? What if I waste money? What will the barista think if I take too long to decide? 5 minutes pass. There's a line forming behind you. You can feel the pressure building. Finally, you blurt out an order, but now you're second guessing it. I should have gotten the other one. Or maybe it's a bigger decision. Should you take that job offer? Should you end that relationship? Should you move to a new city? You make a pros and cons list. Then another one. You research for hours. You ask everyone you know for advice. But no matter how much information you gather, you still can't decide. You're stuck. If this sounds familiar, you're dealing with analysis paralysis. And today, we're going to look at why your brain gets trapped in overthinking loops and give you a framework to make decisions without drowning in endless analysis. Let's start with the neuroscience. Your brain has two decision-making systems. System 1 is fast and intuitive. It makes snap judgments based on pattern recognition. System 2 is slow and analytical. It weighs options, considers consequences, and tries to optimize for the best outcome. For most people, these systems work together. But if you're an overthinker, your system 2 is in overdrive. It's constantly scanning for more information, more variables, more possibilities. And here's the problem. The more options you consider, the harder it becomes to choose. Psychologists call this the paradox of choice. When you have too many options, decision-making becomes paralyzing instead of empowering. But there's another layer to this. Overthinking is not just about gathering information. It's about fear. You're not just analyzing the decision. You're trying to predict and control the future. You're trying to guarantee that you won't make a mistake. But that guarantee doesn't exist. No amount of analysis can eliminate uncertainty. So, your brain keeps searching for the perfect answer, and the loop never ends. The truth is, overthinking is not a sign of intelligence. It's a sign of anxiety. You're not thinking more clearly. You're thinking in circles. And the longer you stay in that loop, the more exhausted and confused you become. So how do we break free? You need a framework, a system that helps you make decisions without getting trapped in endless analysis. Step 1 is setting a decision deadline. Overthinking thrives in open-ended time. If you have forever to decide, you'll take forever. So you need to create artificial constraints. For small decisions, give yourself 2 minutes. For medium decisions, give yourself 24 hours. For big decisions, give yourself 1 week. When the deadline hits, you choose. No extensions. This forces your brain to work with the information it has instead of endlessly searching for more. Step 2 is the 80% rule. You will never have 100% of the information. And even if you did, it wouldn't guarantee the right outcome. So stop trying to reach certainty. Instead, aim for 80%. When you have 80% of the information you need, make the decision. This is enough to make an informed choice without getting lost in the details. Step 3 is limiting your options. If you're choosing between 10 different paths, narrow it down to 3. Your brain can't effectively compare more than 3 or 4 options at once. Cut out the noise. Eliminate the choices that are clearly not right and focus on the top contenders. This makes the decision manageable instead of overwhelming. Step 4 is the Regret Minimization Framework. This is a technique from Jeff Bezos. When you're stuck on a decision, project yourself into the future. Imagine you're 80 years old, looking back on this moment. Which choice would you regret not making? This shifts your focus from short-term anxiety to long-term values. It cuts through the noise and helps you see what actually matters. Step 5 is trusting your gut. I know this sounds counterintuitive for an overthinker, but your intuition is not random. It's your subconscious mind processing patterns based on all your past experiences. When you've done the basic analysis and you still can't decide, pay attention to your body. Which option makes you feel lighter? Which one makes you feel heavy? Your gut is often smarter than your overthinking brain. Step 6 is accepting that there is no perfect choice. This is the hardest part. You need to let go of the idea that one option is objectively right and the others are wrong. Most decisions are not binary. They're just different paths, each with their own trade offs. You're not looking for the perfect choice. You're looking for a good enough choice that you can commit to. And finally, step 7 is practicing decision making like a muscle. The more you make decisions quickly, the easier it becomes. Start with small, low stakes choices: what to eat for lunch, what to wear, which route to take home. Make these decisions fast, without overthinking. This trains your brain that not every choice requires deep analysis. Over time, this skill transfers to bigger decisions. Here's what I want you to remember: overthinking does not protect you from making mistakes, it just delays the inevitable. Every successful person you admire has made countless wrong decisions. The difference is they made them quickly, learned from them, and moved on. Your overthinking is not making you smarter, it's keeping you stuck. So the next time you find yourself spiraling, set a deadline, trust the 80% rule, and make the call. You don't need more information. You need more courage. Stop waiting for certainty. It's never coming. Make the decision, commit to it, and trust that you'll figure out the rest along the way. Your